This story's been getting around the net. Pretty much every network covered it. NBC News, People, Daily Mail, Sky News, CNN. You get the idea. It's about something alleged Jay-Z did that is not so good. Let's see what we got. Jay-Z accused with Diddy in lawsuit of R-wording a 13-year-old girl in 2000. All right. Obviously, one of the worst things you can possibly do. US rapper Jay-Z has hit back with a lawsuit which alleges that he, along with Sean Diddy Combs, drugged and R-worded a 13-year-old in 2000. The anonymous accuser alleges she was assaulted at a house party after the MTV Music Awards in New York and that an unnamed female celeb was in the room at the time. Well, that would need some explaining. I mean, this is the part where some people are like, well, if you don't do anything, you're guilty too. Specifically, Tony Busby, the lawyer who's got all the accusers against Diddy. Now, I mean, all right, it really depends, I think, on what was going on with that female celeb. What if she was under threat by them too? It would really depend on her demeanor, what she did. It's kind of tricky for me. And let's not forget this is an allegation. It's not proven. So there is that. I mean, the problem is, it feels bad in a way not to believe it, but if there's no evidence, you've got no choice but to at least say, well, I gotta have some way of knowing before I could be 100% on it. In a statement, Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, dismissed the legal action as a blackmail attempt. Mr. Combs, who is in jail awaiting trial after being charged in September with not safe for work trafficking and other offenses, denied the latest accusation. All right, predictable. In a statement, he said he's still confident that he will be shown to be innocent by process of law, and he faces 30 other lawsuits. And speaking of Tony Busby, what he recently did was he put a picture of himself in a military uniform on Instagram and said there was an aggressive, coordinated effort to stop him from bringing these cases forward. And he quotes, "I also won't allow anyone to scare my clients to silence," he wrote. "Sunlight is the best disinfectant, and I am quite certain the sun is coming." All right, big words, big words. I'm all ears. The accuser said when she was 13, she was dropped off at the VMAs at Radio City Music Hall in Manhattan. She approached limousine drivers outside the venue to try to gain access to the show, according to the legal action. One driver told her he was employed by Mr. Combs and that she fit what Diddy was looking for, says the lawsuit. Later that evening, the driver drove her to a party at a White House, according to the legal action. She said when she arrived at the party, she was asked to sign a document which she believes was a non-closure disagreement, says the lawsuit. The legal action says she recognized many celebrities at the party and observed widespread drug use, including Coca-Cola. The waitress offered her a drink and she said she felt woozy, so she went into a room to lie down, according to the lawsuit. Soon afterwards, the legal action says Mr. Combs and Carter entered the room with a female celebrity described as Celebrity B. Plaintiff immediately recognized all three celebrities, says the lawsuit. The legal action says Mr. Combs approached her with a crazed look in his eyes, grabbed her, and said, "You are ready to party." Mr. Carter held her down and did you know what before Mr. Combs did the same, all while Celebrity B watched, according to the lawsuit. Yeah, I don't know, man. Assuming it's true, that really has to be explained for Celebrity B, as they say. They end by saying that Jay-Z basically doesn't want to sit down with his kids and have to explain it to them one day about these allegations and things. Understandable. Anyway, that's the news. Let me know what you think. Horrible allegation. And I gotta say, it's kind of a shame. There's really no way to absolutely prove it. It happened around 25 years ago now. Aside from this one Celebrity B and the two people involved that were accused, we don't have any actual witnesses that were there in the room. So with these allegations, a lot of them just end up being a catch-22. We don't want women to suffer at the hands of these assaults, But we don't want someone innocent to be put in jail. Because if they are, then what happens? Well, they get R-worded probably multiple times, separated from their family, and they lose a ton of money. That shouldn't happen to an innocent person. So the best I could see here is like a catch 22 with the situation. Which is why the Johnny case was pretty special, is that we had so much to go by aside from just word of mouth. Lots of videos, lots of recordings. Johnny documented his finger and things like that. That's why the case was special. But I digress. We know about that. One more thing. If you want to donate to the channel, I got a PayPal up. It's in the description. Consider subscribing here. Doing pop culture, entertainment, honest thoughts, stuff like that. If you don't subscribe, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. Okay, done for now. See you next time.